Welcome to my movie and TV series reviews, where I will provide honest opinions of the latest releases. If the movie or TV series is a hit or a miss, be sure to know I will inform you. But if the movie or series is trash, be also sure to know that I will trash the hell out of the movie. I am Dominus Cinephile.
And the movie on the review table today is the Hollywood film Crime 101. Crime 101 is a 2026 American crime thriller written and directed by Bart Layton, adapted from the 2020 novella of the same name by Don Winslow. The film boasts a powerhouse ensemble cast featuring Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Barry Keoghan, Monica Barbaro, Corey Hawkins, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Nick Nolte, and Halle Berry. The film premiered in London on January 28, 2026, before receiving a wide theatrical release in the United States through Amazon MGM Studios and internationally via Sony Pictures on February 13, 2026. Produced on a reported $90 million budget, the film opened to a strong $17 million in its first weekend across the United States and Canada, with an additional $12 million from international markets. In just 6 days, it has amassed $29 million worldwide, and momentum is clearly building. Box office analysts are already projecting a potential doubling, if not tripling, of its earnings in the second weekend, signaling growing audience traction and strong word-of-mouth support. Crime 101 is a taut, high-stakes crime thriller that follows Dave, a meticulous and elusive master thief whose precision robberies along California's iconic 101 freeway have baffled law enforcement and left investigators chasing shadows. Calculated, disciplined, and always one step ahead, Dave operates by a strict personal code, but he is now preparing for what he believes will be his final and most lucrative job yet. A multi-million-dollar score that could secure his freedom for good. However, his carefully laid plans take an unexpected turn when his path collides with Sharon, a sharp but deeply disillusioned insurance broker stuck at a personal and professional crossroads. Frustrated by a life that has fallen short of its promises, Sharon becomes entangled in Dave's dangerous world. What begins as an uneasy alliance quickly evolves into a partnership forged by desperation, ambition, and mutual need. Closing in on them is Lou, a relentless and battle-hardened detective determined to crack the case that has haunted his department. Methodical and uncompromising, Lou tightens the net with every move, turning the freeway into a chessboard where one wrong decision could prove fatal. As the high-risk heist draws nearer, tensions escalate and loyalties are tested. The line between hunter and hunted begins to blur, and each character is forced to confront the weight of their choices. In a world where greed, ambition, and survival collide, one truth becomes undeniable. Once you step into the game, there is no turning back, and every move carries a cost. Now, without wasting another second, let's dive straight into this review to determine whether Crime 101 truly lives up to the towering expectations surrounding it, and whether fans of hard-edged action crime thrillers will be racing to cinemas or watching with cautious optimism. From the moment the first trailer dropped on YouTube last year, the buzz was undeniable. Social media timelines lit up, film forums dissected every frame, and crime thriller enthusiasts immediately marked their calendars. The sleek visuals, razor-sharp tension, and promise of a cerebral heist story sparked serious anticipation among fans who crave intelligent, character-driven crime dramas. As a devoted fan of the genre myself, this film was instantly on my radar the second the trailer surfaced. But what truly amplified the excitement was seeing Bart Layton in the director's chair. Known for his sharp storytelling instincts and layered narratives, his involvement signaled that this wouldn't be just another routine heist movie. It promised depth, tension, and psychological weight. Then there's the cast, an elite lineup that reads like a roll call of heavy hitters. A top-tier ensemble brings credibility, gravitas, and magnetic screen presence, elevating the film beyond standard genre fare. When strong direction meets powerhouse performances, the result is often a potent cinematic blend, the perfect recipe for gripping, high-quality entertainment. With the anticipation sky high, the real strength of Crime 101 lies in how tightly constructed the plot is. Every scene pulses with the gritty tension of a classic cop and robber thriller. There's no wasted frame. Each sequence either deepens the psychological chess match, sharpens the stakes, or tightens the noose around its characters. The cat and mouse dynamic is relentless, constantly shifting the balance of power between hunter and hunted. From quiet suspense-soaked strategy moments to high-pressure confrontations, the film never lets you forget what it is at its core: a calculated, nerve-wracking battle of wits where one wrong move could bring everything crashing down. Visually, Crime 101 is sleek, sharp, and immaculately polished. The cinematography is striking and deliberate, framing every shot with precision and purpose. The direction is steady and assured, never losing control of its tone, while the atmosphere perfectly complements the film's gritty, high-stakes narrative. From its sun-scorched freeway backdrops to its dimly lit strategy rooms, the aesthetic language of the film reinforces the tension at every turn. The characters are equally compelling. Their motivations feel grounded, their choices carry weight, and the narrative trajectory ultimately lands in a satisfying place. The emotional and psychological undercurrents driving each major player add depth beyond the surface level thrills, giving the story substance to match its style. However, my biggest criticism lies in the pacing. At 2 hours and 20 minutes, the film overstays its welcome. While it is never outright dull, there are stretches where the momentum softens and certain scenes feel unnecessarily prolonged. Some conversations linger a bit too long, and a few transitional sequences repeat information the audience has already grasped. Instead of tightening the tension, these moments slightly dilute it. With sharper editing and a leaner runtime, ideally just under 2 hours, the film could have hit harder and moved with greater urgency. Trimming even 15 to 20 minutes would have preserved its intensity and made the overall experience more impactful. As it stands, the film remains engaging, but it occasionally lingers in places where a quicker cut would have elevated the suspense and sharpened the thrill. Let's talk about the performances, because this is where Crime 101 truly elevates itself. I'll be breaking down a few of the standout portrayals, but it's important to say up front, the acting across the board is one of the film's strongest assets. The cast doesn't just show up, they bring gravity, intensity, and emotional weight that anchor the entire narrative. Leading the charge is Chris Hemsworth as Dave, and this is arguably one of his most controlled and quietly commanding performances in recent years. Known globally for larger-than-life roles, Hemsworth strips away the spectacle here and delivers something far more restrained and calculated. His portrayal of Dave is layered with subtle tension, a man constantly thinking 3 steps ahead, yet carrying the quiet burden of a life built on risk and isolation. What makes his performance particularly compelling is the internal conflict he conveys without overplaying it. Through measured expressions, controlled body language, and deliberate pacing in his dialogue, he gives Dave a psychological depth that makes the character feel real rather than archetypal. You can sense the discipline, the paranoia, the ambition, and the fatigue of a man attempting one final escape from a dangerous life. Hemsworth proves once again that he is not confined to a single persona. He demonstrates range, maturity, and an ability to disappear into character. This isn't just star power on display, it's a performance driven by nuance and craft. In a film built on tension and mind games, he becomes the steady, magnetic center holding everything together. Barry Keoghan delivers a wide and undeniably memorable tone as Ormond. While the script doesn't always give the character enough depth or screen time to fully explore his potential, Keoghan refuses to let the role fade into the background. To some viewers, Ormond may initially seem like the weakest link on paper, but that perception quickly shifts once Keoghan's performance takes hold. He has a rare ability to portray instability with precision, not fully unhinged, but unpredictable enough to keep you on edge. There's a simmering intensity beneath his calm that makes every scene he's in feel slightly dangerous. Even though the character leans toward being somewhat two-dimensional, Keoghan extracts every ounce of nuance from the material, elevating it with sharp instincts and controlled chaos. It's another strong reminder of how skilled he is at turning limited material into something compelling. In summary, Crime 101 delivers a gripping, high-caliber cop and robber thriller that lives up to its promise. From the commanding performances to the film's meticulously crafted atmosphere, it fires on nearly every cylinder. The score, in particular, deserves special praise. Subtle yet commanding, it rises precisely when needed and pulls back with discipline, never overwhelming the drama. Sharp and propulsive, it injects a steady undercurrent of tension that tightens its grip even during the film's quieter moments. Rather than simply accompanying the story, the music binds it together, amplifying suspense, heightening emotion, and ensuring that the intensity never truly fades. And now for my rating. Crime 101 scores an outstanding 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon for notifications. Also, be sure to follow me on TikTok, WhatsApp channel, and Instagram at Domino's Cinephile for more movie and TV series reviews. Domino's Cinephile, signing out.